Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to another video. All right, so in this one, I am doing my debt snowball update. On June the 6th, I went in and checked all of my balances on my debt. So that's what we're going to get into. But one thing that I can say, this helped me to learn. I understand that I was paying interest, but I think doing it this way and seeing it and writing it down, it was such an eye-opener because it was more of a visual thing for me to see that, hey, I paid this much money and only this much went towards my principal. So yeah, so my goal is to get this debt done. I still need to save and save for retirement, but too much of my money is going into interest. If you're new to my channel, my name is Caprita. Welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for coming back to watch another video. On this channel, I actually do my paycheck budget. I'm now doing my debt snowball, so you can see me pay off my debt. I do my monthly budget, and I try to do a weekly check-in. May was one of those months that did not happen. I had too much going on in May. So I'm going to try to get that started back up in June. But all of that, let's do what we came here to do, and that is to go over my debt snowball. Okay, so first things first, I do have 2 cell phones that are on my T-Mobile account that I'm paying for. And when I look at them, I'm actually spending like $70 a month paying on cell phones. So from May, let me move this out of the way, because this is what you've seen before, how much I pay every month. So May, my balance on this phone was $276.66. And now my balance is $241.97. So I'll do a total for the difference. The next one is $33.34 that I pay. And the balance last month was $620.80. It is now $587.46. Burlington last month was $838.79. Oh, you know what? Let me stretch you guys in. I'm sorry. Make sure it stays in frame. Okay. Burlington last month was $838.79, and this account is closed. I'm just paying it off. $828.79 is the new. Milestone, I did talk about Milestone last month. This one was $882. It is now $872.49. Now here's where we get into it. So my Capital One last month was $1,237.40. I traveled twice in May. Most of it I paid off, but I still ended up with a balance on my credit card. So my new balance with Capital One is now $1,567.85. Yeah. So this loan, this one is the kicker. This is the one that kind of like really triggered me, and I was like really, really upset once I saw how much of it truly went towards interest. The balance last month was $1,297.83. The new balance is $1,150.55. Now, if I look at that, 1297.83 minus 1150.55. But even though I was 147, $300 got paid to this last month. So out of that 300, more than half of that amount went to interest. So that tells you that interest rate on that is extremely high. So I need that one paid off. I may readjust what I'm focusing on first because this one may be the first one to go. Mercury credit card is last month it was $2,177.48. It is now $2,159.48. This loan I didn't pay anything on. This is a closed account. I am working with them to try and come up with how we're going to pay this $25 every month. Like, I need to be able to click in, pay the $25, and then be done. My upgrade was definitely paid. That was last month was $5,101.07. It is now $5,001.07. I really could have just paid the $1.07 and made it even $5. But next month it'll be below that amount. It'll be in the $4,000 range. Lending Club is at $6,907 and dang it. No, it's not. That's last month's number. It is now, I hate writing this out. I printed out more than one, so I can guarantee you I'm going to rewrite this over. That's just who I am. The new balance is $6,757. Oh, this is why I can hear Tara now. This is why she used Excel. Her and some of the other ones use Excel. Okay. New balance is $6,757.53. Like, it just did not want me to write it down. AC loan, that one didn't. I can't check the balance on this one. Like, they don't send me an updated, like, I don't get a statement or anything. I really need to call them, because I'm just going to, I know some of this went towards interest, and I don't know how much. So I'm going to leave it where it's at until I figure this one out. Because when I was trying to do it, I'm like, I can't tell what that is. All right. So my auto loan, it dropped. I was so excited to see my auto loan drop below 17. I don't care. It was only like $2 or $3, but it's no longer 17. It's 16,997.92. Now, this was not on here last month. But you did, if you watched any of my budgeting videos, you did hear me say that I needed a new washer. My washer decided it was no longer going to shake its groove thing and spin anymore. It did not want to do that. I don't think it was barely washing my clothes. So me and my son went this past week and got a new washer. And then at the same time, I bought a new dryer, because I've had my dryer. I think I moved into this house in 2015. I was renting before I purchased it, and the dryer has never been replaced. So, and it was a Whirlpool. They don't make stuff like they used to. But my son was like, do you just want to buy a washer, or you want to buy a washer and a dryer? I'm like, let me just get both. Be done with it, because I didn't want to buy a washer and then turn around and something happens with the dryer. When I realized that dryer was 10 years old, I'm like, it dries, but it didn't dry. It would have to run sometimes 2 or 3 cycles. So I know it was slowly going. So I have a new debt, and the balance on that debt is $1,340 for my washer and dryer and all the stuff that went with it. Now, the guy did, so wonderful, when he came, you know how they get you to buy the plug and the cords and all that stuff. When he came, he told me that the lines that I have going from my washer to the, oh my gosh, I can't even think of it, to the faucet. and all that. He told me my lines were way better than the ones they sold me at BrandsMart. So he told me to take those back and get a credit back, which I plan on doing because I think that's like $50. So this should drop to $1,300. Now, my plan is, because I have 60 days to pay this off and have no interest. So this is what I'm thinking, that on my second job, the money that I get on that second job, I have until August, I want to say August the 6th to pay this off. I can take at least, which I didn't budget for it in June, I should get paid from that other job 3 more times. If those checks are what I'm expecting them to be, all of that money is going to go to this and get this paid off. Yeah. Any little extra money that I get, anything that extra comes in, I want this paid because I don't want to pay interest on this at all. So I have, if I take $1,340, I should have one. Oh, I don't have a, oh, you know what? Hold on. My iPad is right here. Where's the calendar? So I will get paid 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to divide it by 3 because that last check is on the 6th. So I'm going to say 3 checks. Yep. That's going to be almost the entire check from my second job. But the blessing in it is, when I went to work on Friday, they called me Friday and they asked me, did I want to pick up some extra days? Because basically I was only working on the weekends. And they called me and asked me if I want to add an extra day to my shift with working for them. And I was like, absolutely. So that's going to help me to get this paid off, because then technically I could take 2 of my checks and then a portion maybe from one of my regular full-time work job check and pay this off, because I think we're getting a raise on my full-time job, and I may just have to take some money from one of those checks. Okay, so my phone cut off while I was talking about this. So I was saying I could pay it off in maybe 2 checks, maybe 3, and then have that finished and done. And then once I'm done with this, then my next focus is going to be this, because the interest rate on this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then I can go back to focusing on this other stuff. There's no interest here, no interest here. There's interest here. Interest here. So I think I'm now that I'm really looking at this, anything that has interest on it, I want to get those off. And I think that's different from the snowball. I think that's more the avalanche effect. But yeah, I want this done. This is my thorn in the flesh too, but this is horrible. So, oh, I don't know why I put my calculator away. So let's see what my total is now as of, and then I've just put that away as if I was done. So let's do total as of, and I'm trying to hurry just in case this phone decides it wants to shut off again. I don't understand what the problem is, because I absolutely refuse to buy a new phone. Okay, so let's see. 241.97 plus 587.46, 828.79, 872. Right, Faye. All right, let me write this down, and then I'm going to rewrite it again just to see if my calculations are correct. Yep. So my total is 49,363.73. And let's minus out the 1340. So if I would not have added this amount, my difference from last month would have been 331.12. Out of all of this money I spent, all of this money I paid, 331.12. Actually, this went up. Yep, this went up. So it would have probably been like 600, but still, I paid out over $1,000. So that's like a huge eye opener for me. So I have these numbers didn't change from last month. So it's still the $1,247.78. Think about that. 1,247.78 minus a 331.12 difference. I'm just making somebody's pockets fat. So yeah, this is first to get paid off by August the 6th. So it'll still be on July 6th, but by August the 6th, it should be gone. And then this one. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for following me on my journey. And thank you, because you guys are wonderful. When I tell you, when I posted that first video, it was a no judgment zone. It was just encouragement. People letting me know they were here to follow. And it took me a long time to actually post this. So I just want to say thank you. I am truly, truly grateful. You got, I don't know how to do a heart, but I love you guys. All right. Thank you. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.